Stop what you're doing. If you came here to quit gaming, get out. Get the See that? That's the fucking door. Get the out. Now, if you came here to stop gaming, then this video is for you. You've probably noticed that you were entertained by the intro. What you just got is called dopamine. Dopamine is something you get when scrolling through social media, playing video games, etc. Dopamine and entertainment are actually not that different. Entertainment, as we know it, is something to remove boredom, while dopamine is the constant one to remove boredom. It's basically what causes addiction. So you get the point. Now let's try to remove dopamine from you. The first tip is to change your games. Do you know the feeling you get when you want to rank up in a game? You would feel so good when you reach the highest rank for the first time. But where does that take you? Exactly, nothing. You get nothing but temporary happiness and a small privilege to flex on your friends. While there are some games with a ranking system that are good, literally every game that has a ranking system is the exact same. It's actually unbelievable that most people would fall for this scam. So instead of playing games with a ranking system, play games with a story, play games with creativity, and play games that are offline. Overall, play single-player games. Why single-player games, you may ask? These are games you can have genuine fun on, but it's where you get the forced feeling of loneliness when played too much, even if you are aware of this feeling. Now, loneliness may sound really bad, but you'll get it later on. Imagine that constant thought of playing and interacting with a bunch of code and a bunch of art. Whereas you know you're playing with a bunch of real people when playing online, so it's basically like social media. Back then, during my high school years, the school had events on mental wellness. The school would mostly blame it on social media, which is good. But what's bad is not mentioning video games, which are really bad. Social media has been part of my bad side for a long time, even during my gaming years. But I developed a very bad mindset. I used to think gaming was good. I was like, oh, okay, gaming should be fine then. I'm good. But I don't think I'm very good at that time. Anyways, I told you what games to play. Don't be lazy and go find them. If you're a mobile player like me, there's a lot of games that you can play that are single player. It doesn't even have to be story, just single player and offline. Personally, I suggest playing Minecraft single player survival and develop a goal to get a full enchanted netherite armor and an elytra. This type of experience would actually be a lot of genuine fun from my experience and also a lot of loneliness, so go ahead and try it out. Just make sure you don't play with friends or siblings because that basically makes it an online game. But like I said earlier, don't think loneliness as a bad thing. You'll see later on. If you're a PC or a console player, I don't think I have to suggest you anything because there's a large variety of single player games in Steam or anywhere else you can download your apps on. But if you really want a suggestion from experience, I suggest playing God of War then because you would want Kratos' strength and discipline. Now let's say you've built up enough loneliness. An average gamer would simply come back to playing online games after being so lonely for a long time. But you're watching this video. Now since you're watching this video, go get discipline right now and do 4 push-ups. If you can't do push-ups like me before, I could only do 1 or 2 push-ups. Just go do jumping jacks, 20 should be fine. If you manage to do this, well, I would like to congratulate you for deleting a fake reality and downloading a new game that you will never be bored of, if played right. Yeah, the camera angle changed because the first part of the video took very long. Anyways, what do you first think when you hear the word skill tree? If you said leveling up to get skills, you are correct. And I would like to break the news to you that our life has a skill tree. This life, your life, and in real life, it has a skill tree. So you can probably expect the skill tree being on a different video because it will be really large scale. So right now in this video, I will only be introducing you the skill tree of life. The skill tree has 4 skills you can choose from. There's physicality, mentality, financial stability, and social life. So let's have physicality for example. So if you want to unlock physicality, do 4 push-ups, do 20 jumping jacks. Just like what I said earlier. So yeah, I basically made you unlock physicality without even making you notice. Well, that is if you followed what I told you, so otherwise, just do it now and then watch the video again later. Alright, you have unlocked physicality. What do you do next? So in video games that has a skill tree, we all have this common thought that we should balance all those categories that are available so we could have a balanced gameplay, and that should be a meta. That would also mean here in real life it would be the same. So let's say you want to improve in physicality, then you have to level up in the other categories first. That's because in real life, you have to improve your mind first before you can continue on physicality. Because if you don't have a strong mind, you won't have the endurance to continue on physicality. It would be the same for social life and financial stability. I personally think mentality would be the best category in the skill tree. So if you want to level up mentality, you should do meditation. There's a lot of meditation guides on YouTube, but I think I'm gonna post one as well, just so you guys can experience what I experienced. So you started from a gamer to someone who meditates. Yeah, I'll be uploading that meditation guide before the full guide on the skill tree. Then for financial stability, you have to start planning and researching. I suggest doing research first so you can find a way to earn money the way you want. Personally, I think it's obvious that I chose YouTube videos for my financial stability category. I'm then gonna start a social media marketing agency, or also known as an SMMA, right after I get famous on YouTube. And finally, to obtain level 1 on social life, go thank your family. I suggest thanking your parents for making food for you. If you've already moved out of your parents' house, you can probably go text them or send them a message. Just thank them for what they give you. So while you're leveling up on all those categories, that should give me enough time to go ahead and post you a video for the skill tree. I promise that you won't be disappointed if you wait for that skill tree video. Now step 3 is applying them. Step 1 and step 2 is listening to me, so go ahead and apply them now for step 3. So what I'm gonna do right now is end this video, and I want you to go ahead and apply those actions for the categories of your skill tree. So before watching the full guide to the skill tree video, I want you all to have level 1 on all the categories of your skill tree. So that's pretty much it for this video. And always remember, the only way you can be unlucky is if you disappoint God.